नित्यानन्देश्वरमः सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि आदिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome every one of you sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, and all the Sarvanyapeda Yajamans, Shri Mahans, Mahans, sitting with us all over the world at this time through two-way video conferencing. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. So I have something unique and important to share with you all today. This power manifestation science and science of completion science of powerful cognitions, all this is fundamentally established in the truth of cosmic existence. Listen. See, currency is established in your greed. If suddenly everyone loses the greed, currency has no value. The value of the gold is established on everyone's greed to have gold. That's all. Suddenly, if the greed to have gold vanishes, the value of the gold vanishes. Value of the diamond is established in everyone's greed to have diamond. If everyone's greed to have diamond vanishes, diamond and the stone will be same. For example, law of the land. Each country has their own law. The law of the land is established in their constitution. If the constitution is changed or it loses power over the territory, the laws vanish. Laws have no more valuable. They have no value. But the science of power manifestation, science of completion, science of powerful cognition manifestations, which I am talking to all of you, sharing with all of you, giving as experience to all of you, is established in existential, cosmic reality. Understand, it doesn't get bound by any situation, atmosphere, territory, geography, time, or history. Listen carefully. For example, You work hard, put lot of intelligence, build an amazing bungalow in your dream. First earn money, then save money, then buy all the right material. Things which change if the atmosphere changes, ideas changes, geography changes, are all delusory. They all exist in illusion. You work so hard and build a home in your dream. What's the use? No use. Working so hard and building a house in a dream, when you wake up, it is no more reality. Same way, if you are earning and building a big business in a country, suddenly the country gets into war and it loses its currency value, what will happen to your whole thing? Waste. Understand, put your energy and time in ephemeral things only to the level you need to run your life, not more than that. Economy is all about intelligence, not about greed. If you are functioning out of greed, the fellow who planted greed in you is successful, not you. You are working for him. Listen carefully. Few days before, it was a very intimate conversation with decision makers of my Sangha, the accountant, chief CFO, and legal advisor, all the top guys sitting with me. They were not ready to accept one of my decision. See, my decision was, don't leave anything left in the bank end of the year. Finish off. That was my policy, and they were not ready to accept that policy. They said, no, we are a huge organization and that cannot be the right policy. I tell you, understand? An organization like us, for us, what is wealth? Not 100 crore sitting in bank, but spending that in activities and charity what for we are created, and making again the money flow into it and continuously spending and making it flow, making this circle happening is the wealth of an organization, not the 100 crores sitting in the bank. Understand? If I think the 100 crores sitting in the bank is a wealth, bank will be wealthy, not me. I am not interested in working to make bank wealthy. I am interested in making this Sangha wealthy. What is the wealth of the Sangha? Its ability to generate and spend on its mission, on its goal. Listen carefully. Acid wash your ideas about money with this clarity. Let your idea about money be aligned to your goal, not to your greed. If it is aligned to your greed, whoever has planted greed in you will be rich, not you. If I was carrying the greed for money, Who plants the greed for money in our head? Banks and reserve banks ultimately. So I'll be putting all the money into them. So who will be rich? They. I will be just working as a slave for them to be rich. That is not economy. That is not intelligence. Wealth means the structure which receives and spends it off, which has a courage and confidence to receive more and spend it off, receive more and spend it off, receive more and spend it off. Making this mission happen, ability to do what we are doing, what we are supposed to do, is the wealth of the Sangha. Not the currency sitting in the bank. Ability to do your mission every day is wealth of you and your life. Listen very carefully. This is the cosmic principle of economy. What is wealth? Your ability to complete and be intensely active in what you are supposed to do. Not the bank balance sitting. If I think bank balance sitting is my wealth, I will be making the bank wealthy, not me. And I am not interested in working to make somebody else wealthy. No, I am very clear. I am brilliant about it. Let greed not become your blind spot. Let your idea about money be established on cosmic principles. Let your idea about health be established on cosmic principles. Your goal is to manifest powers. For that you need to do yoga. If your body allows you to do what you are supposed to do, only then you are healthy. Otherwise, don't think, even if you are gymming 24 hours a day, building 18-inch biceps and 8-pack, that's not healthy. Health is not all about 18-inch biceps and 8-pack. No. It is all about, is your body aligning to your purpose? That is health. Understand what I am trying to tell. All your ideas about health, wealth, happiness, relationship, all that be more and more grounded on cosmic principles. That is what I call manifesting powerful cognitions. That is what I call manifesting powerful cognitions. Let your idea about body, let your idea about love, let your idea about sex, let your idea about marriage, let your idea about money, let your idea about life, let your idea about death, everything, let it be more and more centered on cosmic principles, which does not change by the change of the Vatavarana or the law of the land or the society's understandings or the morality of the society or the common understandings of the society. Individual's integrity to universe is moksha. collective understanding about the cosmic principles is dharma. Making yourself resourceful in tune with the cosmic principles is artha. Celebrating your existence in tune with the cosmos is kama. Understand? Now I have given a very high level formulas. Today I wanted all the Mahasadashivam participants to write few of the powerful cognitions which you can derive from these high principles. Last few days I am giving you so many different powerful cognitions from various angles. Like now I said, what is wealth? Your ability to perform what you are supposed to perform is wealth. Your ability to make the circle move, your ability to make your mission happen, your ability to melt down towards your source is devotion. Your stability with your source is oneness. Listen, it is actually evolving new powerful cognitions. So they start manifesting as powers in you. When you understand your ability to complete the circle of your life's mission is your wealth, you will manifest the power to complete it. You will develop, you will become the CEO, you will become the CFO, you will become everything. You will not wait for somebody else to give you economical advice. You will say, oh, I can only cook. Putting that into my mouth, somebody else has to do. And putting dress on me, somebody else has to do. Breathing, somebody else has to do. Then putting me in the car, somebody else has to do. Then putting me on the seat, somebody else has to do. No. You will manifest all the powers required end to end to complete you. Understand, if you are able to complete you end to end with your clear mission, you are a leader. Till you become complete, you will be part of somebody else's completion. Understand? If you are the complete wheel, you will feel you are a leader. If you are part of somebody else's wheel, you will feel you are a slave, and you will feel always you are trampled upon. You will be trampled upon. If you don't want to become a wheel, complete, naturally somebody will be trampling upon you. When you manifest this powerful cognition, making my life end to end complete is my wealth. I gave you one example of my inner circle meeting. One of the major decisions I make, spend everything. And have courage and guts, ability, efficiency to do more and more good to people. So more and more people donate, more and more we spend Keeping this chakra alive is our wealth. Our ability to keep this dharma chakra moving is our wealth, not the bank balance in the bank. In your life also, when you manifest this powerful cognition, suddenly you will develop all the skill sets required. You will manifest all the powers required to make this happen. You will not be handicapped by your CFO, CEO and their advisors. Who knows what is their vested interest and why they are advising what they are advising? No. You need to make your circle complete. When you manifest that powerful cognition, you manifest powers required also to complete. Contemplate on this. Manifest this powerful cognition and powers. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, Maha Sadashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.